Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wednesday after our extended break here on the Pagan Perspective. My name is Eric, in case you forgot or didn't know yet, and this week we are talking about once-borns and the old ways. So this week our topic comes from Hannah Reed, and she wrote, "In your opinion, what does this mean to you? Because I'm not sure what they mean by it. It is part of the Witch's Read of Chivalry," which I have to say I've never actually read, nor have I even read the full extent of the read itself, unless that's the same thing, in which case you would have known that by my last statement. Anyway, the quote is as follows: "Though there may be differences between those of the old ways, those who are once born must see nothing and must hear nothing." She's basically, Hannah that is, has a basic definition of what a once born is, which is they don't want to learn something new from life's darker lessons. They stay with what seems safe and what is acceptable to their family and society. They stick to what they already know, but don't necessarily want. Once-born people do not stray from their familiar territory of who they think they are and what they think is expected of them, but I'm not sure what they mean by those who were once born must see nothing and must hear nothing, and how it relates to the differences between those of the old ways. So, I don't have, that was a rather decent explanation of kind of what she was asking for, and I totally understand what Hannah is asking for, and I can only narrow it down to two things because of the length of the actual quote. And the actual quote here, I'll read it again real quick. The actual quote is, "Though there may be differences between those of the old ways, those who are once born must see nothing and must hear nothing." So, I can boil that down to one of two things. And one is relatively, complacent, and the other one is kind of mean. So the first would be, much like Kara said yesterday, if two people of the old ways happen to disagree on something, they should not be sending that information out, or they should not be discussing that information in a place where somebody who is not of the old ways, which is they use the term once born in the idea of somebody who is not part of or does not believe in recycling themselves into future lives. There is no reincarnation in their belief system. You come here, you get your body, you do your thing, and then your spirit goes elsewhere. If that's what you believe, you're only going to be born once. That's what that's talking about. Now, I've done very, very minimal research. I went to two websites. I'm not going to list them because they both use once born as a derogatory term. So, one, if it's not what Kara was discussing yesterday, the other option that has come into my mind is those who do not believe in the old ways are not attuned to or able to perceive any sort of deific sign. Because if you see nothing and you hear nothing, but there is something there to be seen or heard, and you are simply not attuned to it, or not paying attention, or don't have the ability to tune into that, or the skill, even if it's not an ability, it gets kind of twisted and a little messed up. But basically, it's one of two things. It is, don't air your dirty laundry in front of people, or these people are completely oblivious to what's going on around them. That's not very nice if that's the case. I'm not saying that that is what it means, but if it does, which it could, just based on the wording of the actual quote, it could mean that these people don't see or hear anything, and there's no more information to go on from the quote. I guess I'm just playing devil's advocate here a little bit, but I wanted to put out that one of two things is going on. Either don't air your dirty laundry around people it doesn't concern, or it could mean that the people around, whether you agree with somebody else or not, whether you and another practitioner of the old ways agree or disagree, the people around you are not going to understand because they don't see or hear what's going on. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to post those in the comments section below. For any of you in the Salt Lake area, this Saturday, September 14th, 2013 is Pagan Pride. It will be at Murray City Park, same place it usually is. So I will be there doing rune readings. If anybody wants to meet me there, feel free. And yeah, it should be a good time. So thanks for watching, everybody. And of course, until next time, Odin be with you.